Hey, great thing about building wooden boats is one, you get to steam bed wood, and two, you get to learn things. Now, one thing I learned recently while steam bending the bows for my friend Marcel's boat was that white plastic PVC isn't steam rated. It worked for together.
So one sec.
It failed on the fifth gunnel in the manner that you see there. So I said to myself, let's get serious. And I built a new steam box out of 2x8 or 2x10 pine. Now this is my steamer. It's a really simple little thing. This is my water reservoir. I got this idea from a book. So and I made some improvements. My improvement being the water reservoir, and you can see there's a sight line there because I need to keep down here in this horizontal chamber. I have a common hot water heater element, household current. I don't like messing with 220, and that's my boiling chamber there. With the water, of course, always finds its own level. So with that sight line, I know that the element is covered because if it boiled dry, it would burn out in just a minute or two. So plug this thing in a few minutes. You got steam. 20 minutes to allow this thing to heat up. Now the steam enters halfway through the chest, so it's filling the chest equally instead of from the rear. I have a door. Now, I can't use it this time because the piece I'm using is just slightly too long. The door, just in case, because steam, you don't want to mess around with it because it expands enormously, something like 1,200 times during from liquid to vapor. So you don't want to accidentally create a bomb. So to that end, I've got various safety features. This is rather loose fitting, but I did notice that it did swell rather tight. So my second safety feature is a loosely fitted wine cork there that I can knock out and reduce pressure in an instant if I have to. The thing about steam bending is the wood starts to cool immediately upon leaving the steam box. This isn't quite ready to go yet. So if you were to look inside the steam chest, you would see a series of dowels which keeps the piece of wood centered so the steam is enveloping it. And incidentally, the steam doesn't enter the wood. The wood has been soaking, as you can see my vertical soaking trough there. The wood's been soaking for about a week. It goes into the steam box. The steam raises the temperature of the moisture inside the wood to near boiling point. And what that results in is that the lignin, which holds the fibers together, is softened. So when you bend the wood, the fibers slide past each other. And then when it cools, the lignin solidifies again and holds it in that shape, minus a little bit of spring back. So I soak it, I put it in the steam box, and through trial and error, I've discovered that right now about half an hour, 35 minutes is the right time to steam these 2x3 pine boards that I'm steaming into the bow shape. I did have one failure here in that there's a knot which I put under compression rather than tension, but we have a bit of a compression failure there. It crimped a little bit. I'm not sure if steaming that longer might have helped it or not, but in the spirit of current building, we're dealing with the materials we've got, and I will test it to destruction once it's ready to go on the boat. If it fails, back up any further, we'll try. If it fails, then what the hell, we'll build a new one. But there we go.